you can take a better photograph. See how big the report is. Video what? Dia akan serahkan.
Tinggi dia terkita.
Okey, terima kasih kepada semua yang hadir. Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri Dato' Farizal Darus, Pengerusi Jawatankuasa Siasatan Khas berkaitan dengan pembinaan tempat letak kereta bertingkat di Bukit Bendera, Profesor Surya Omar bin Munir, Pengerusi Jawatankuasa, dua ahli iaitu Engineer Lim Kok Kong, bekas Presiden IEM Pulau Pinang, Arkitek Lawrence Lim yang sekarang adalah Presiden PAM Pulau Pinang, pada Persatuan Arkitek Malaysia, semua kawan-kawan media. Hari ini kita nak umumkan laporan yang telah disiapkan oleh Jawatankuasa Siasatan Pembinaan Tempat Letak Kereta Bertingkat yang telah ditubuhkan oleh Esko Kerajaan Negeri. Ada 3 term rujukan. Apa yang saya sebut sini semua ada dalam edaran yang saya bagi kepada semua. So saya rasa semua ada tercantum. So ada 3 terma rujukan, terms of reference bagi jawatankuasa tersebut ialah seperti berikut. 1. Untuk menentukan kelemahan-kelemahan wujud dalam pelaksanaan projek berkenaan dan pihak yang bertanggungjawab terhadap kelemahan berkenaan. 2. Mencadangkan tindakan-tindakan yang patut diambil terhadap mereka yang bertanggungjawab. 3. Mengenal pasti langkah-langkah penyelesaian bagi mengatasi kelemahan dalam pelaksanaan projek ini. Kita telah menubuhkan jawatankuasa ini pada akhir bulan September, dan jawatankuasa ini telah menjalankan kerja hampir 2 bulan, hampir 2 bulan, tak sampai 2 bulan, 1 bulan setengah, iaitu 6 minggu. Jawatankuasa ini telah habiskan kerja dalam tempoh masa 6 minggu. Dan kita berasa bergembira bahawa laporan ini telah siap oleh jawatankuasa yang dipengerusikan oleh Profesor Surya Omar bin Munir. Dan kita bersama dengan beliau pada petang ini untuk menyaksikan beliau menyerahkan laporan ini secara rasmi kepada Kerajaan Negeri, di mana kita akan buat keputusan atas show-show mereka pada mesyuarat Esko pada hari Khamis. Tentu saya akan buat cadangan kepada Esko lah tentang show-show yang diberikan oleh jawatankuasa. So di sini saya tak mau cakap lebih daripada itu. Saya nak serahkan kepada Profesor Surya Omar bin Munir untuk memberikan sedikit laporan tentang rumusan dan penemuan, the findings and conclusions, rumusan dan penemuan oleh jawatankuasa Siasatan Pembinaan Tempat Letak Kereta Bertingkat di Bukit Bendera, Pulau Pinang, yang ditubuhkan oleh Majlis Mesyuarat Esko Kerajaan Negeri Pulau Pinang. Dipersilakan.
Jawatankuasa ni sudah berjumpa beberapa kali, dan kita dapati kita telah lihat segala dokumen tertentu, dan kita telah jemput beberapa personel yang kita rasakan memang ada kait-kait dengan projek ni, dan kita dapat maklumat. Dan secara ringkasnya kita juga sudah, selain daripada dokumen yang kita lihat, sebenarnya kita juga pergi melawat tapak untuk mengetahui keadaan sebenar. Dan kalau kita lihat dari segi laporan, nanti kita akan perhatikan kita ada fact finding, beberapa aspek kita lihat, engineer Lim, kita lihat design aspek, plan submission and approval, tender and construction, dan juga kita buat gap analysis. Dan kalau kita tengok dalam tu, kita tengok gap analysis ni, kita nanti akan dibagi maklumat lebih panjang oleh rakan-rakan saya lah. Design stage, construction stage kita tengok. Tapi yang seperti Ketua Menteri cakap ni, mungkin yang perlu kita bagi tempat dah summary atau conclusion dia lah. Yang kita dapat di bahagian 4 laporan kami.
Buka surat 26
Surat 26
atau sebelum ni, atau 24
ada summary kita
24.
Yang ini pun kalau dapat saya minta rakan saya nanti terangkan dengan lebih jelas. Tapi I rather bring you to the conclusion, alright, which is on page 26. Di situ kita sudah membuat beberapa cadangan dan untuk projek ni, dan tentu lebih lanjut saya minta rakan saya lah, Engineer Lim, untuk memperjelaskan a bit more details about the proposal that we have in mind. Cadangan kita, silakan.
Good afternoon. If you don't mind, I speak in English. And like what Professor Omar has said just now, there are a lot of sessions that we have gone through right from the beginning when the inquiry got was called on board. And the first one is we call upon those stakeholders. And after going through the tender document, the construction document, and also the tender process that we have in this project, the panel find that we need to speak to the important stakeholder to find out more facts from them, besides going through the documents. So there are altogether 7 stakeholders we call in the first session, and after the first session speaking to 7 stakeholders, and we found that we need to call another additional 2 stakeholders. So we called 2 more stakeholders, and we found that they are also name brought up by the second session, and we finally called the 10th stakeholder for the interviewing session. So altogether, they were all 10 stakeholders, and after going through with them, like what Prof. Omar had requested us to elaborate a little bit about what is happening actually in this building, which is a lot of controversy. And in the newspaper earlier also, there are a lot of reports, and some are accurate, but some are not accurate. Now, because this is a fast-track project, and construction actually allowed to commence. Partly also this is a government project. And what happened is during the procurement process, the plan is yet to be approved by MPPP. So what happened is they take the plan, submitted to MPPP, and at the same time the same set of plan were used for calling tender. And so one of the gaps that we found out is due to this very fast track and also limited time to get the multi-story cover ready to meet the deadline together with the funicular train, to be installed. And what is unfortunate is during the plan submission, there were a few reviews between the designer and also the MPPP. And so plans were revised due to there is a necessity to meet MPPP's minimum standard. Now, one of the gaps that we have identified is during that process, the set of drawings used for tender wasn't updated. They were using the old set of drawings. So if I were to summarize it, then when the plan was subsequently approved by MPPP, again, that approved plan wasn't delivered or handed down to the contractor through the consultant's office. And then they were still using the old set of plan. Then, subsequent after that, the plan was revised. And due to some constraint at site, one of it is substation. And because of time limitation and also cost limitation, the team decided not to move the substation. Then the plan was submitted. So the revised plan submitted to MPPP was rejected due to several reasons. One of the reasons is there are three reasons quoted in MPPP's letter, which is also in our report. And one of the reasons is because of the gradient is too steep and much steeper than what is allowed by the Uniform Building Guideline. uniform building guideline call for long ramp, the ratio is 1:10. For short ramp is 1:7. But what we had as a site, following the original design, is almost at 1:4.3. So it's very steep. As well as turning radius is quite tight. There's some encroachment from the neighboring block into this plot of land by about 1/2 meters. So due to that reason, the turning radius was shortened. So that is also one of the reasons quoted in the MPPP's rejection letter. Of course, there's another third reason, which is rather the minor one, which is traffic conflict between heavy vehicle like buses and also small vehicles like cars. So there's a conflict in traffic. But that reason can be overcome with many other manner, including redirecting the traffic and things like that. But the first two reasons are the more important one. One is the turning radius. The other one is the gradient. The gradient is too steep. Now, earlier on, also in the press, we also see some comment pertaining to foundation, pertaining to structure and all this. As of today, there's no sign, including there were a research done by ICRAM, and ICRAM came in and then they do some tests and things like that to ascertain the building's integrity. Now, from that report and also from our visual inspection, and it is we can share that vision inspection from our part as well as the ICRAM's report. As of today, there's no distress in the building. So we can say that we do not have evidence to say that the foundation is not adequate or the building is not designed in accordance to the engineering guideline. So then the construction continued, and up till second floor. Up till second floor, the team got feedback from the site that the gradient is just too steep. Now, but that is already at second floor. So the site people then channel the news back to the design office. The design office immediately looked at it and they responded, and they have options then, we believe, that one is to demolish whatever is not in compliance, another one is to do whatever rectification that they can, that they believe they can meet the guideline. So they took the options to top up the ramp, to make the ramp more gentle, but then they eat into the car parking space, and also they are creating some area which is of danger. Okay, and then they continue the construction and then they completed. So because of the building is without building plan approval, as well as their as-built plan is unable to meet the uniform building guideline that MPPP is following, and so as a result of that, this building cannot be utilized because there's no CCC issue or there's no CF issue, and also because of not only construction is in compliance, but as of today, they still do not have one set of the plan that is in compliance. So we look at it, we feel that like what Professor Omar, our chairman, have said just now, there are two things. One is the facts and findings that we have just reported to you. The other one is the gaps, and we found that there's quite weak in documentation control. Drawings are not updated. Updated drawings were not given to the site, and when they found some problem, they didn't take the opportunity to rectify immediately, but they decided to proceed. These are the issues. Now, in our recommendation, we have a few options. One of the options is to demolish the whole building and rebuild, redesign and rebuild. And second option is to demolish part, which is the ramp that is too steep, as well as the turning radius. So this is the second option, and then rebuild the portion that demolished. And then third option is to convert the ramp to become a parking lot and install mechanical system. Now the recommendation that we would like to make to the state government is to take the option 1, because we would like to also recommend to the state government of Penang to take option 1 and at the same time take the opportunity to increase the number of car parks.